You know, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, I got a bit of the sniffles here. You know, I recently read some insider news, backstage news, on what the WWE plans to basically, what the WWE has in store for Roman Reigns as the Shield come the Royal Rumble. Now, we saw Roman Reigns basically dominate the Survivor Series match he was in. He was the last guy, and basically he took out the entire opposition by himself, just about. And what I consider was probably one of the more impressive Survivor Series moments and debuts, official in-ring debuts at Survivor Series, that I'd ever seen. Now, before you say, well, he's been wrestling for quite some time already, I mean officially, what I mean is official in-ring Survivor Series debut. And to me, it's one of the more impressive ones, and I think anybody would agree with that. And because of that, and the fact that he's been getting a lot of momentum pushed behind him, or being given to him, and basically having a rocket ship slowly pushed up his you-know-what, there is now speculation, there is now talk that the WWE doesn't just want Roman Reigns to have a momentum, basically there's talk of not just having Roman Reigns have a momentous Royal Rumble run, basically a momentous run in the Royal Rumble, basically a very dominant run in the Royal Rumble. But there is talk that they want Roman Reigns to possibly win the Royal Rumble. Sorry about that. But yeah, there is talk now of having Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble and go on to face the WWE World Champion for the championship at the 30th anniversary of WrestleMania. That's right. That is the news right now. Now, I've already read some of the comments, and a lot of people have agreed that yes, let Roman Reigns have a dominant run in the Royal Rumble. Let him have a dominant run by eliminating people, but don't let him win it. He's not ready yet. Well, again, you got to look at it this way. WWE logic. WWE logic is like this. If you want to go with Brock Lesnar and Undertaker, or John Cena Undertaker, and you want to go with either Triple H, CM Punk, or Triple H, John Cena again, or if you want to go with Daniel Bryan, Triple H, or Daniel Bryan, Shawn Michaels, you got to come to the realization that this is something that the WWE is just basically thinking of right now, just in case things don't go their way come WrestleMania 30. Because you see, backstage news is the backstage speculation and talk is WWE wants Shawn Michaels to come out of retirement for at least one more match, and for that match to be against Daniel Bryan. Now, if that doesn't happen, then Daniel Bryan would be easily slated for two other matches. And that would be, one would be against Triple H, and the other, of course, would be against Randy Orton for this, which would mean Daniel Bryan would have to win the Royal Rumble. That's basically what this whole situation with Roman Reigns being talked about, having this talk go around in the WWE, backstage at WWE, of having Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble. It's basically more of one of those backup plans just in case things don't go their way for WrestleMania. Now, you might say, well, how would that even affect the changes at WrestleMania? Well, it's real simple. You see, We know that either two matches, we know that several matches could be locked in. Brock Taker or Cena Taker. We know that. Cena Taker or Brock Taker is locked in. We know that. Or we're hoping they're locked in. One of them is. We know CM Punk's going to have a huge match at WrestleMania, a big one, a career-defining one. So is Daniel Bryan. But, it all depends. It all depends on whether or not Shawn Michaels will help become part of that. That all depends on that situation. You see, if Shawn Michaels agrees to come out of retirement for at least one more match, then we're going to get Shawn Michaels, Daniel Bryan. There's no doubt about it. Which means we would get CM Punk, Triple H, or CM Punk, Orton. See, it all depends on who wants to fight who. Now, Jeff Sheagle and several others, the Schleg Daddy at OTR Central, and several others like the British Fist, Tree of Woe, Chase Oliver, they'll all say that Triple H, if he's going to face somebody, he's going to probably want to face John Cena. You would think that. But again, it all depends on what happens. But with that being said, Roman Reigns has now, because of this backstage talk, has now entered the equation of names being tossed about of winning the Royal Rumble. But I want to look at this. I want to look at the 5 potential candidates that will win. And whittle it down to what I think will be the final 4. The 5 possible candidates. Here are your 5 possible candidates in my mind, based on storyline and momentum, that can end up winning the Royal Rumble. Now, the 5 remaining stars, I believe, of course, will be John Cena, would be one of them, CM Punk, Sheamus, Daniel Bryan, and believe it or not, I believe The Big Show. That's right. No, wait a minute, not The Big Show. Well, either Big Show or Roman Reigns will be that 5th guy. Now, we eliminate now. Who would be the final 4 out of those 5? Come next year's Royal Rumble to see who wins. Well, it's quite simple. The final 4 would come down to Cena, Punk, Daniel, and either Big Show or Roman Reigns. Or either one of these 3. Again, the final 4 will come down to Cena, Punk, Daniel, and either, depending on how it works out, Big Show, Reigns, or Sheamus. So as Jeff Sheagle, as the Schleg Daddy puts it at OTR Central, you would probably have 2 members of the Breakfast Club in the final 4 against 2 non-members, 2 IWC favorites, or 2 IWC, YWC gods, if you will. No offense, Lord. But basically, that's what you would have, in my prediction, from what I can see, all depending, though, on how WWE wants to go. If they really want to get behind Roman Reigns, and it seems they do, then he'll be one of the final 4. If they still want to kind of give Big Show, a little bit of momentum to kind of make it look like he could win and probably finally get his hands on Randy once again at WrestleMania, then that could be a surprise there too. So those would be your final 4. Those would be your final 4. Most definitely you'd be looking at Cena, Punk, and Bryan as 3 out of the 4. The 4th member of that final 4, it all depends on who WWE wants to put in that equation. Whether it's Sheamus, whether it's Roman Reigns, or it's Big Show. Now, with that said, who will be down to the final two. Well, you see, the final two is going to be, unfortunately, it's going to be a dream matchup for the, fortunately, I should say, not unfortunately. It basically would be unfortunate for all those IWC, YWC haters, but it would be a fortunate dream come true for all the IWC and YWC, because the final two out of those final five and essentially final four, the final two that would be facing each other to see who wins the Rumble, because they got the momentum behind them right now, is CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. And right there will be the deciding factor of which direction WWE goes in. That would be the deciding factor right there. Because I am in agreement. Roman Reigns has got momentum. He's got that backing of the WWE behind him. But he's not yet ready to win the Rumble. Because here's the thing. If you have Roman Reigns win the Rumble, you're essentially killing his character. That's it. You're essentially killing the character. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to kill the character. You don't want to kill the momentum. You don't want to shoot it in the foot or shoot it in the ass. You want to keep the momentum slowly building. And I'll tell you what's going to happen. We're going to have a situation at WrestleMania 30 that's similar to WrestleMania 26 when it comes to Roman Reigns. What I mean is we're going to have Roman Reigns facing both members, both Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins of the Shield in either a 2-on-1 handicap or a 3-way triple threat match. That's why I believe Roman Reigns' stock will really rise, is by having him face both his former teammates, dominate almost with ease, and let that momentum start to skyrocket. That's what I see. That's what I see potentially is the best way to go for Roman Reigns to have that signature WrestleMania moment, to really say, okay, this guy's ready. He's at the top. He's ready for the big time. That's the way I look at it. And at the same time, you give two guys of the Shield, Seth and Dean, you give them a WrestleMania payout. You give them a big time WrestleMania match, if you will. And even in defeat, their stock will rise as well. Because he'll be three guys literally that 1 year ago were made the WrestleMania debut in a 6-man tag, the opening match. And here they are a year later facing each other. That would be a better situation for Roman Reigns to really skyrocket his momentum. Now, again, though, it all depends on the final two in that Rumble match. My estimation is this. There's been talk of CM Punk facing Randy Orton at WrestleMania. If that's the case, then expect CM Punk to not only just win the Rumble, but expect CM Punk to go back to what he's been known for, and that's basically dropping pipe bomb after pipe bomb after pipe bomb. That would be the direction it would go in. Daniel Bryan, real simple. Daniel Bryan would finally have his opportunity, give him that little bit of momentum, and then you know what? Maybe during the contract signing, have him add in that nobody interferes. That no matter what the outcome is, Triple H, Stephanie, or Vince, the authority cannot overrule it. No matter what. And again, it all depends on where they go. That would be the Daniel Bryan situation. CM Punk, you can have the same situation. You can have him, if he wins the Rumble, you can have him gain the same momentum You can have him maybe want to add in that same stipulation, but if you want to go pipe bomb wise with stipulations, basically have, this is what I think they should do with CM Punk, and maybe even Daniel. Have it to where no matter what happens in the match, the Authority cannot overrule the decision. They can't interfere, they gotta accept things as they are. And maybe, this is just my opinion, maybe even add in the stipulation that for 1 year, no matter who WWE Champion is, that for 1 year, guys like Cena, Orton, Big Show, Triple H, Sheamus, those kind of guys that have been given multiple opportunities when they shouldn't have, cannot challenge for the WWE World title for 1 year. That the only championships they can contend for are the Intercontinental, US, and Tag. And to me, that might be an interesting stipulation if they want to go in that direction with Punk or with CM Punk or Daniel Bryan, depending on whether one of those two wins the Rumble. And again, whoever wins, then that means the other person's going to go into a program with the individual that WWE's got planned for them to go into the program with. For example, if CM Punk wins the Rumble, then Daniel Bryan's going to go right into his program with Shawn Michaels. If Daniel Bryan wins, then CM Punk goes right into his program, if you will, with Triple H. That's basically it, folks. That's basically my thoughts on who I believe will be not only the final four, but the final five, not only the final five, but the final four and final two in the Rumble match, and who I believe will win the Rumble, all depending on the direction WWE goes in. So, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on it. Comment below, video response if you can, and I will talk to you all later. God bless. Take care.